Very good afternoon to one and all. So today we start with the chapter number 3, data link layer. In this lecture number 16, we discuss about the error detection and error correction. So basically, before going to this lecture, we discuss about the previous lecture. We take a short review of lecture number 15. In lecture number 15, we start with the module number 3, data link layer. The subtopic which is discussed about in lecture number 16, that is data link layer design issues. There are the 4 layer issues. First one is the services offered by the data link layer to the network layer. Then framing. In framing, we discuss about the different 4 methods of framing. Then error control and error detection. These 4 issues which deals with the data link layer in design. Today we start with the error detection and error correction. So 2 basic strategies to deal with the errors. First, include enough redundant information to enable the receiver to deduce what the transmitted data must be have been, that is nothing but the error correcting codes. And second one, basic strategy, to include only enough redundancy to allow the receiver to deduce that an error has occurred, but not which error. That is called error detecting codes. So there are the 2 strategies. One is to more number of bits to be inserted that receiver to deduce what transmitted data must be have been detected. That is error correcting codes. And second one, the include the enough redundancy to allow the receiver to deduce that as error is occurred but not which the error types, means error detectings. So error codes are examined in link layer because this is the first place that we have run up against problem of the reliability transmitting group of bits. The transmitting group of bits are nothing but the frames. Codes are reused because the reliability is overall concern. Error correcting codes are also seen in the physical layer for noise channel. Commonly, they are used in link, network and transport layer. Error codes have been developed after long fundamental research conducted in mathematics. Many protocols standard get these codes from large fields in mathematics. So what are the error detection and correcting codes? Hamming codes, binary convolution codes, Reed-Solomon codes, low density parity codes. These are the error correction codes. So error detection and correction codes, all the codes presented in previous slides add the redundancy to information that is being sent. The frame which is consist of M data bits, nothing but the message, and R redundant bits, nothing but the check bits. So there are the different codes which will be used. So there are depending upon the times. So block codes, they are R check bits computed solely as a function of M data bits with which are associated. Then systematic code, it is called systematic. Why? The M data bits are sent directly along with the check bits, so in systematic format. So that is called as a systematic code. Then linear codes, R check bits are computed as a linear function of M data bits. So total length of this block is n. So n is the total length of the block. So n is equal to message bit plus redundancy bits. So n comma m is the code. The example is 7 comma 4, that is Hamming code. The n bit is a code word containing n bits. M divided by n is a code rate. The range is 1/2 for the noisy channel and it is close to 1 for high quality channels. So this will be asked in your exam. What is the code rate for the noisy channel? This is 1/2 and it is high quality channel, it is equal to 1. Consider here example. This is the transmitted bit 1000 1001 and receive bits 1011 0001. If we perform the XOR operation, it gives the number of bits are deferred. So after performing the XOR operation for 2 bits, so it will give the bits are deferred. So number of bits in which the two code words are differ is called as a Hamming distance. This is more important definition in while dealing with the MCQ. And Hamming distance plays important role in error correction and error detection in any code word. So it shows that the two codes are distance D, that is D stands for the Hamming distance, is apart. It will be required the errors to be converted one into another. So all 2 raised to power m possible data message are legal, but due to the way check bits are computed, not to all 2 raised to power m is possible codes are used. So only small fraction part 2 raised to power m 2 raised to power m is 1/2 raised to power all possible will be legal code words. The error detecting and error correcting codes are the block codes, depend on the Hamming distance. We already seen there is a Hamming distance which plays important role in error correction and error detection. To reliably detect the error, one would be need distance d plus 1 code. To correct the d error, one should be need distance 2d plus 1. So this will be exam point of view. This slide is very important, which is to be remembered. Then example for to better understanding for the Hamming distance, we take the 4 different codes which are valid. So minimum distance is 5, can correct double error and detect quadruple errors. Here single or double error bit error, hence it is receiving and must assume the original transmission was. So triple error that was received, it would be detected in error. One can perform the double error at the same time it detect the quadruple errors. Error correction requires evaluation of each candidate, the code word which is maybe time consuming search. Through the design, this search time can be minimized. The theory for which will be required, the code word length or code word of length n is a combination of message bit plus redundant bits. So this is the requirement. So how to detect the error? So m plus r plus 1, this is the requirement to throughout the designs to how can minimize the time that is to be can be calculated by using this method. Then we see the first type of the error correcting codes, that is Hamming code. It consists of code word b1, b2, b3. Check bits, the bits are in the power of 2. So p to the power 1, p to the power 2, p to the power 4, p to the power 16. The rest of bits are the message bits, bit filled by data bits. Example, the Hamming code with message 7, the data bits, and R is the 4 where the check bits are in the next slide. Consider a message having data bits, that is D, which is to be transmitted as the 7-bit code word. Adding 3 error control bits would be called 7-4 code. 3 bits added 3 even parity bits where the parity each computed in different subset message as shown. So there is a 7-bit code word. So 3 bits are the parity bits and 4 bits are the data bits. So first we see the even parity. So only 4 bits are present: even parity, even parity, even parity. Why those bits? So 3 parity bits at position 1, 2, 3 related to the data bits at position 3, 5, 6, 7 as shown in right. This diagram, each overlapping circles corresponding 1 parity bit to defines the 4 bits contributing the parity bit computation. For example, the data bits contribute 3 and 1 parity bit and 2. Each circle in parity bit compose a total 4 bits. Each circle must have even parity. The given 4 data bits, 3 parity bits can be easily chosen ensure the condition. It could be observed that changing any one number from 1 to 7 uniquely affected 3 parity bits. Changing 7 bit affect all 3 parity bits. With error 6 bit affected only the parity bits 2 and 4, and error parity bits affect only that the location of the single bit error is determined by the directing upon the checking 3 parity bits. So if we observe the even parity, so each and every time the condition 1 parity bits and 3 data bits, so the condition of even parity must be satisfied. For example, the message 101 would be sent 1100 once. So here the first bit is parity bit, second bit is your also parity bit, third bit is a message bit, fourth bit is a parity bit. So here we will explain how the even parity will be maintained. When these even bits are entered into parity circles, it can be confirmed that choice is 3 parity bits ensure that the parity within each circle is even as shown here. Hamming code is now you observe if error occur in any of the 7 bits, that error will affect the different combination of 3 parity bits depending upon the bit position. Suppose for example in above message is sent, a single bit error occur to the code word is received, so transmitted message, so bit position and receive bit, so transmitted message will be like and receive message will be the above 5th bit. If you observe, this is the transmitted bit and this is received bit. So error observed in 5th bit position corrected, examine which is the 3 parity bits was affected by the bad bit. So for example, if we consider even parity, so number of ones is not okay. Here number of ones is not even, so this condition even parity not maintained. But here if we count the number of ones is 4, so even parity will be maintained. So this is the concept of even parity which is used in Hamming code. In fact, the bad parity bits label 101 pointed directly bad bit, since 101 binary is equal to 5. The examination of parity circles comes on that the single bit error could be corrected in this way. So the value of Hamming code is summarized. Detection up to 2-bit error, so this is will be in how many errors can be corrected by the Hamming codes. So 2 errors can be detected and 1 bit error, single bit error can be corrected. The cost of the 3 bits is added for the 4 metal bits. The ability to correct the single bit error comes cost which is less than the sending entire message twice. Recall the simply syncing. So Hamming code is one error can be single error can be corrected and 2 error can be detected in 7/4 Hamming codes. So this is to be very important while dealing with the descriptive part or MCQ. So error detection codes. So examples of 11,7 Hamming code correcting a single bit error. So this is a send code word, this is a receiver code word. So 1 bit error. So this is a syndrome. Check the result and this is the receive message. So this is receive message. This is send message. This is receive message. So we flip bit 5 the check bits. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is a even parity which will be max. Then we go to the next error correction codes, convolution codes. This is not a belong to the block code. This is not a block code. There is a natural message size or encoding boundary as a block code. The output depends upon the current and previous input bits. So input has memory. So memory must be required in convolution code, that is to be remembered. The number of previous bits on which the output depends is called as the constraint length of the code word. The examples of convolution codes which is to be deployed in GSM mobile phone system, satellite communication system and IEEE 802 in mobile communication telephone system. So error detection codes. So we can use the NASA binary convolution code which is used. This is the example. So these are the flip-flops. So here input bits are sent from S1 to S6 over a flip-flops or a channels. Like any error correcting codes, convolution codes works by adding some structure redundant information, user data, then correcting the errors using this information. Convolution encoder is a linear system. Binary convolution encoder can be represented as a shift register. The output of the encoder is as a function of modulo 2 sum of the values certain register. Input encoder either unencoded sequence, non-recursive codes or unencoded sequence added with the value sum register set. Convolution codes can be systematic and non-systematic. There are two types. Systematic codes, these are unencoded sequence part of the output sequence. Systematic codes are almost always recursive. Conversely, non-recursive codes are almost in non-systematic. So the combination of register cells that forms one output stream are added to the input stream. Recursive codes defined by the polynomial. So convolution codes, always remember, which is defined by the polynomial. M is the maximum degree of the polynomial constructing code. Then k is equal to m plus 1, that is the constraint length. So constraint length is divided by k. So standard NASA convolution encoder polynomial 171, 133. This is the example of convolution code. For example, decoder figure 1, the polynomials for the convolution polynomial which is generated by generator polynomial G1Z in terms of power Z plus 1 plus Z 1 raised to power Z to power 2, Z to power 3, Z to power 6. The code rate is inverse number output of the polynomial. So the code rate is half. Decoding procedure is another similar. Encoder polynomial usually denoted the octal notation for the above example like this. So Constraint length, this code is 7. Example, the recursive conversion code means this is a systematic code. So this is the systematic conversion encoder which will be C. Then how to represent in pictorial view of the conversion encoder. So conversion encoder is often seen in finite state machine, that is nothing. Each state corresponds to some value of the encoder register. Give the input bit value from the certain state, encoder can move to other states. This state transition continue diagram which called trellis diagram. Trellis diagram code which will be seen in figure for the figure 2 deprecated on figure 3. On solid line corresponding to the 0 input and dotted line to the input 1. Note the encoder state designed in such way that the rightmost bit newest 1. Each path trellis diagram corresponds to valid sequence from the encoder to output. Conversely, any valid sequence encoder output is represented the path trellis diagram, one of the possible path to denote it as a red. So dotted line where explain the input is 0 and dotted line explain the input is 1 and solid line explain the input is 0 and red line which suit the best path to select the output. So this is a trellis diagram corresponding to figure encoder, figure 2. Note each test transition on the diagram corresponding a pair of output bits. There are only 2 allowed transitions for even every state. So there are only 2 allowed pairs output bits and the 2 other pairs forbidden. If an error occur, it is very likely that receiver will get the set forbidden pairs which is don't constitute a path in trellis diagram. So the task of the decoder is find to path trellis diagram which is to be closest match to the receiver sequence. So free distance, that is minimum Hamming distance between the 2 different allotted binary sequence which plays important role in error correction and error detection. A free distance is important property for the convolution code. Influence the number of closely located errors decoder is able to correct. So free distance is very important property that is to be remembered. Then Whitty-Berry algorithm. Whitty-Berry algorithm reconstruct the maximum likelihood path for the given input sequence. Then we go to the error detecting codes. Previous all the codes which will be seen, these are the error correcting codes. So what are the error detecting? So parity bits, checksum bits which is implemented in systematic linear block codes and cyclic redundancy check. So error detecting. So one of the examples on the base of parity. So this is the transmitted order, this is the your receive order. So burst error, what is burst error? The error more than 1 which is a form of combination which will occur. So here the error will occurs. Then here the parity bits will be added. So these are the parity bits which to be added here. So this is a frame, this is a generator. So we can divide generator to the this frame polynomial. So we can get the quotient. If the remainder is, this is a transmitted frame, the frame with 4 zeros appended in minus remainder. This is the example calculation of CRC and this is done by the synthetic division. So in this lecture we discuss about the error correcting and error detecting codes with the examples and what is the importance of Hamming distance and the how to 2 strategies which is been implemented in error correcting and error detecting in data link layer. So we can stop here. Thank you very much.